Bam. Alright guys. Y'all think I'm limping around, you're right. I hurt my knee. Well, I don't say I hurt it. I hurt it a year ago. Oops, broke my line because it's a 2-pound test and I hadn't me tied. I've been fishing for a long time, guys. Beating on everything, but that's okay. There you go. What's he got on his butt? I don't think that's an egg. I don't know what that is. This one a live bait color. Now guys, I watched this one group of guys that fish, or some guys that have a YouTube channel, and one day I was watching it and the trolling motor changed during the video. They started off, this was a couple years ago now, they started off with a regular trolling motor. About halfway through the video, it was like 20 minutes long, they showed up with the Ultratrex. Well, I thought, huh, and they never mentioned it in the video that it was a different day or something like that. All right, that's my point. I do, okay. If I'm doing something, and I'm going, guys, I'm out here on a different day on the same video. I'm gonna let you know, okay. It's one of those days, guys. I'm out here on the same video. This is Monday. I made a video Sunday evening after church on the live bait color, and when I got home, I made 2 or 3 videos that evening. When I got home, I noticed my camera when I stopped. This was the last place I fished, was right here at the bridge. And I noticed when I stopped, I seen a symbol on the left side of the camera I'd never seen before. And I went, uh-oh. When I got home, I had over 2,000 pictures. I had no video. I had a few clips, that when I switched batteries is when it happened. So I don't have enough clips for the video. So I'm going to make a couple clips this morning. I have a few clips on this is called live bait color. And after I fished with the LC Shad for a while, I switched to the Stinger, okay, and live bait, and caught fish with that. So I've got those clips, but I must have stopped to put a battery in. And I'm tell you what, these GoPros are so funny. This record button I push to record, if I push it 2 times fast, or if I push it and I don't hear it come on and I push it again, it could switch to pictures. I got my screen locked. Y'all heard me talk about this on Sam's video. I got my screens, what they call locked. If your screen's locked, nothing should ever change on the camera unless you go into the settings and change it. No, GoPro. If anybody from GoPro's ever listening, what is wrong with you? It should never change to pictures unless I go inside the settings and change it to pictures. But it will change to pictures, guys, if you push the button wrong. So when I got home, every time I cut my camera on to film like I'm doing right now, I was just taking pictures. I'm adding to that video today. Bam, guys, 2 casts, 2 fish. This live bait color works. But I want y'all to know that I didn't want somebody watching go, Dennis, you got different clothes on. The sky was clear blue on the other video, and the wind wasn't blowing as hard. Yeah, the wind's blowing harder today. Yesterday evening was beautiful. The wind died to just a little bit of chop, and I nailed them, guys. I caught a bunch of fish, and all I got was pictures of them. I can laugh about it now. I told my wife, I said, you know what I got to do tomorrow? He's about 9.5. I said, you know what I got to do tomorrow? She said, what? I said, I got to go fishing again. Now, I'm going to catch a couple more in this live bait color. Then I'm going to fish, I think I'm going to switch to the fluke and live bait. The Stinger and the live bait, I said this in the video yesterday, so I think it got cut. If not, I'll cut it out, okay? I'm going to sell the Stingers out, all of them, every color. Come probably 1st of May, I'm going to put them all on sale. The Stingers do not sell. There's nothing wrong with them. I catch fish on them. I got people that order them and they just love the Stingers. But so far this year, I've sold 6 bags, guys. I know that don't sound like much. I sold 2,200 and some bags last year, almost 2,300 bags last year on the site. And it tells me the percentage, and like it was less than 2% of the sales was Stingers. So that tells me that y'all really not interested in that body shape. The LC Shad and the grub this year so far, the new grub, are the best selling baits. So, and the cricket sells decent, and the swim bait sells decent. So I'm thinking about getting rid of all the stingers. If any of y'all interested in the molds, I got 6 of them. And I'm thinking about going to a swim bait that I can shoot in dual colors. Some of y'all have asked me about that. Even one of the bait shops has asked me about that. A swim bait, it's going to be 2 and 2.5 or 2.8 inches, almost 3 inches long. It's going to, everybody's wanting a little bit bigger one. So I got an 1.5 inches and I got a 2 inch. So I'm going to go one a little bit bigger. But I'm going to buy one I can shoot in dual colors. And another body shape. And I'm not sure what the other one's going to be yet. I've looked at some different stuff. I haven't made my mind up on it. But we're going to come up with something else that y'all might want to catch a few fish on. Alright guys, my camera's really been hateful here lately. I don't know what's going on with it. I keep saying we'll buy a new one. I try not to spend the money. I'm not going to net him, he's small. But I just got done talking to y'all about something, and when I cut it off, it acted crazy, and I didn't want to cut off. There you go. Live bait. This LC Shad live bait. Wow. Fish is coming off easy till you got to the boat. I moved a little bit, guys. Oh, yeah, he's part bass. Jumping like a bass. You can see them on this side. There's scatter stumps all through here. They go all through up here. You can see there's some floaters. Y'all probably can't see them. Over some red balls. They're marking stumps. The stumps in that area. That's what I'm doing. I'm just running around here looking for stumps, and if I see any movement on the stump or anything, I throw at it. All right. Stop. Boy, they fired up, ain't they? Ouch! That was the hook. He's hooked in the bottom lip, guys. All right. Get it out of him. All right. Live bait. That's a nice fish, though. He's probably 11. All right. Bam! I'm telling you, the water is not super clear, as y'all can see. As I've told you, you don't have to have super clear water for live bait, mealtime, Virginia shad. That's it's probably pushing 2 foot visibility. That's about it. So, and it's working just fine. I seen that fish. They was on a little tiny stump. I'll probably show them to you right here if I can find them again. I know sometimes when I'm editing videos, it's like my depth finder's jumping. It's not jumping, as y'all can see. I don't know why it does that when I film it. All right, there's the ones I was catching a while ago. See the stump right here? There's the buoy line. See? But the one I just caught was on a stump here. There wasn't like 2 or 3 of them. I think it was on that stump right there. I don't see any on there. Yeah, it is. Still a couple there. See, it's 3 there. That's where he came from. Which is right. See, this is pointing at the stump. It's right there. So that's what I'm doing. Running around looking for stumps, and you can see that stump's in 14 foot. Now there was a guy fishing back here. I live in this subdivision right here, guys. You can see these houses. When I put in back here, was a guy back here fishing. He waved at me. I'm not sure who it was, but I seen him the other day too. He's fishing. He was trolling, spider rigging, and he was going through the area. It was full of stumps. Crappie here, we don't have a lot of brush piles. There's a few around some docks that people put down, something like that. That's about it. Ain't like Curry Lake, brush piles everywhere. So here they got to relate to what they got, and they got plenty of stumps. Where are you going? Oh, part bass too. He just jumping and throwing a fit in he. He went under the boat, then he came out jumping. All right, guys, it came off where I just showed you. There's 3 on that stump. That's where he came from. I threw over there. I can see my jig flickering once in a while. Don't have the best picture right now. Lava's pollen stuff. And I seen it flicker a couple times. And I just held on. Then I seen the fish start moving. Nothing happened. I pulled on it, kind of popped it a couple times. And I seen a couple of fish move, and I felt the thump then. So I knew it was in close to the right area. I could see it flicker once in a while going down. So that's what I do. Once I know what's in the right area, it's not that important to see it. He's probably not 11. Bam. All right, guys, I moved. Now, I know y'all don't like, I move a lot, but you gotta remember, I've been on this lake for over 22 years. And I know a lot of places to check as the seasons change. I know things to look for, places to go look for it. Like so right now though, on any shallow cover, and I mean it don't have to be real shallow, 8, 10 foot, 12 foot. Where I just came from was 12, 14 foot. Now that's a nice crappie. That's on the fluke. Live bait color, fluke. Okay. All right, guys, and I sniped another one. Sniped another one. I'm seeing fish here in open water. I had one follow me to the boat, then he ran, and when he got close to the boat, this one was about 40 feet, so I went toward it, got it made 35 feet and threw at it, caught it the first cast. I'm just holding on. That it's a monster. So one thing I've learned, don't go pulling on them. If they ain't hooked good, you want to lose the fish, just pull on him. Just let him take his time. He ain't going long. As long as he's hooked and flopping around there, he ain't hurting nothing. You go pull on a big fish, you're going to lose him. I figured he was a nice one. He's a pig. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, something y'all going to notice right off the bat. I'm using a live bait. That's the color what the video's about, but I changed to a stinger. Yeah, because I didn't have any more of the LC Shad with me. See? This is the stinger. This is the one I said it does not sell good. I made one batch of these in the stinger, and I still got every one of them last year. Woo, what a pig. Woo, man, what a pig. All right, guys, that's a good one to end on right there. That's a pig. My goodness, that fish is 15 inches. All right. Now, I'm going to take a picture of him real fast. He weighed 111, but look, she's not laid her eggs. She don't have any eggs. Either that's a big male. That's a big old fish. That fish is 15 inches, but I could say it's skinny. I knew it wouldn't hit 2 pounds, wasn't fat enough. It was too lean, wasn't it? Love, guys. I've seen more fish today running open water on this lake than I have anywhere. Curry Lake, when Sam and I fished together up there, guys, y'all have seen both videos. There were a lot of fish roaming open water. I mean, they were everywhere. We couldn't turn the depth finder without seeing one. We don't have that crappie population on this lake, that many. We got some nice crappie here, but we don't have the numbers. This is a nice one, I think. And they catch a lot of 2-pounders up here. We don't catch many 2-pounders here. A few. I caught 8 one year. This year I've caught none. Well, last year I didn't catch any 2-pounders. That fish is going to be heavier than the one I weighed. Look at that fish, guys. He's 14 inches and full of eggs. These fish that are roaming open water usually are nice fish. That's on the stinger live bait. I bet you when I put those stingers on sale, y'all buy that live bait and they'll tie them up, won't you? That's a nice fish, guys. All right, guys. I said I'm going to stop here. I caught one. I caught a big one I'm going to end with. I threw back and caught this one. This one's not going to be on the end, okay? Just the way I'm going to do it, because I really caught a nice one I'm going to end with. But that's a nice fish. He weighs a pound. He weighs a pound and a quarter. All right. Appreciate y'all, guys. Thank y'all for watching Fish Lake Country. There's a live bait color in 2 different body shapes. It's a good natural water color. Our visibility right now is about 2 foot, probably 18 inches, 2 foot. But look, if they can see a live minnow in this water, they can see that live bait color because they look alike. That's why I call it live bait. It looks like a minnow. It's Virginia shad back, pearl belly. Check it out. It's on Lake Country Baits. Hey guys, see y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country.